Sicily is a triangle-shaped island that looks like it's about to be kicked by the boot of Italy. Along Sicily's southern coast is the town of Agrigento. It overlooks the Valley of the Temples, one of the world's biggest and most impressive archaeological sites. Although Sicily today is part of Italy, back in ancient times, Sicily was actually a Greek province. Although the Greeks are long gone, their influence can be seen in the iconic architecture that is still standing after more than 25 centuries. This is the temple dedicated to the goddess Hera. She was the wife of Zeus, the lightning bolt-throwing king of the Greek gods. When the Romans conquered Sicily, they renamed the temple in honor of their goddess, Juno, wife of the king of Rome's gods, Jupiter. Unlike our modern houses of worship, Greek temples typically had two altars, one inside for the priests, and one outside, in front of the temple, for the public. This was where sacrifices to the gods were made. In all, the Valley of Temples contained 7 buildings, all dating from around the 5th century BCE. The largest, the Temple of Zeus, is now little more than piles of broken rock. Its dimensions were immense, longer than a football field and higher than a 6-story building. This is a model of what it was probably supposed to look like. It's believed the temple was built to commemorate the Greek victory over Carthage, and that it was erected by captured soldiers. The sides of the exterior walls were adorned with giant statues of Atlas. You remember, he was the guy doomed to spend eternity holding the earth on his shoulders. Archaeologists reconstructed an atlas from pieces found scattered across the field of debris. This is a duplicate of the real one in the museum. Actually, the Temple of Zeus was never completed. Apparently, the area was invaded again, forcing construction to stop. What the invaders didn't destroy, earthquakes did. Over the centuries, the stones of the ruined temple were stolen and used to build homes in the city of Agrigento. The pride of the Valley of Temples is this one, the Temple of Concordia. It's one of the best preserved Greek temples in the world. It has a strange history. Built by the Greeks, it was named after the Roman goddess of harmony, Concordia. But in the 6th century CE, it became a Christian church. That no doubt saved it from suffering the fate of so many other ancient Greek buildings, which were destroyed by early Christians. If the style of the temples here looks familiar, it's because many of our modern buildings copied elements of what's called the Greek Doric style. The US Capitol, the Lincoln Memorial, even your local bank were all influenced by the architecture so vividly on display in these temples in Sicily. By the way, just why this area is called the Valley of Temples is a mystery. The temples aren't in a valley, but rather high up on a plateau. The entire area was surrounded by high walls. Originally built as fortifications, in the Middle Ages, the walls became vertical cemeteries. The locals dug out holes in the soft sandstone and buried their dead inside. If you rap on the wall here, just a dull thud, but up here, it rings hollow, probably meaning there's still someone's remains remaining in the carved-out space inside. Pretty eerie, no? With Seeing Sicily, I'm Ava.